Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Milena's Diary. I am your host, your mamacita, Milena Sanchez. Everything has been pissing me off. Do you know what? Look what the cat drags in, first of all. Look what the fucking cat dragged in.
Somebody's been in a vibe all day today, I'm just saying. All day, from the minute they opened their eyes.
No, that's not true.
Yes, it is true.
No, and then so basically she dragged me to the gym, right? And then I went to the gym and I was really happy that I went to the gym because I felt really, really good afterwards. So I got back and I was absolutely fine. But sometimes Milan gets in these moods, yeah, and then it rubs off on me, and then
haven't been
I
in a
get in a
mood.
mood. Like she just gets irritated, and agitated. So it
Hey.
makes me.
This has nothing to do with me. I haven't been in a mood.
You've not been in a mood.
No.
Everything that I do, you're like, no, why don't you do it like this? Why don't you do that?
We barely spoke whilst you was getting this together.
Oh my God, you're such a liar. Anyways, if you are watching this podcast, then you will see that I'm in a gorgeous top at the moment. It's an Arsenal top. I am here supporting and representing my babes because you know what? The boys done well this week. The boys done well this week. And one thing about Ricey, he is going to rice until the cows come home, darling, because the free kicks. I have no idea what I'm talking about, but
No,
everybody
was
was talking about the free kicks. And you know what? The moment I saw Milan's eyes well up and her burst into tears, then I realized that football's actually serious. So I want to apologize for taking the piss.
Thank you.
But I am going to still continue to take the piss. Listen, if anybody is with somebody who's an Arsenal fan, right? This is the perfect time to go and ask them for whatever it is that you want because they are going to be in a good mood. Whatever it is that you want, go and ask them for it. Because my household after that game, wow.
Yeah.
The happiness, wow. I might have even got pussy that night. I might have even got pussy that night. I am fearing for my life for the second leg.
Wow.
Football terminology. The second leg. Do you know what? This might just become a football podcast.
Get out, seriously.
Do you not think?
Get out.
I watched what's the Tagliatelle?
Tagliatelle.
Yeah. Down the line, Tagliatelle. Martinelli. Is he a good one or not?
Wow.
Anyways, guys, I thought that this week's episode. Oh wait, first of all, we're at home.
Mm-hmm.
We're at home recording. We just thought, let's just do a quick little setup here.
I love it.
Get the podcast started and yeah, just keep it moving.
Mm-hmm. Feeling comfortable.
You feel better?
Yeah, I feel happy.
We had one of my close friends stay over. Well, I had two of my friends come over, Anita and Tamar, over the weekend because the weather was so gorgeous.
It wasn't feeling like London.
No, it was so beautiful. It honestly felt like we were doing like a little retreat at the house. It was so lovely. For the first time this year, we were able to open both garden doors and it was just stunning. We had a picnic outside. We even done some stretching outside.
You made a good Caesar salad.
I made an amazing Caesar salad. We had a little fruit salad as well. And my friend was actually meant to leave, but she had so much fun here that she was like, you know what? As we were taking her to the station, she was like, should we just go get Chinese? I was like, yeah, let's go to our favorite Chinese spot.
She loved the Chinese as well.
I honestly love it. Well, we love it when people stay over because first of all, we love hosting.
Yeah.
Hosting is our shit.
Yeah.
Maybe we should host like a little house party. Actually, no, I don't want that many people in the house. We was talking about yesterday how a couple of years back or a year and a half ago, so my anxiety was so bad. My health anxiety was through the roof and it was really sad actually. And now since I started doing like CBT and I done that for 12 weeks.
Yeah, that helped. That helped you so much. I was actually shocked at how much that helped you. After that 12 weeks, you completely changed.
It was so life-changing.
And I was like, wow.
Do you know what? I've not had like an episode like that. I've not had an episode like that in a very long time because it was bad.
No, there's one situation that stands out to me when we lived in East London.
Yeah.
and you had a complete meltdown. And I was trying to tell you, like, I was trying to reassure you and everything. And then it just was not working. And then you was calling everyone.
Yeah.
And I was saying to you, this isn't going to help. You just calling everyone, having the same conversation with everyone, having the same meltdown because you're explaining it to everyone.
Yeah, but that didn't help either. When you're in that mode, yeah, you cannot see rationally because you have stopped thinking with your prefrontal cortex.
Yeah.
You are now in your amygdala, okay? Yeah, that is the stress response. Your little people down here in your brain are like, no, fight, flight, freeze. There's no kind of rationale happening.
Yeah,
Okay.
that day was that was probably the most difficult day I had with you, and like
Yeah,
your
but I
whole
remember why that
anxiety.
happened. We went to the gym and I hadn't eaten anything, nor had I have drunk any water. And we went in with weights, didn't we?
Yeah.
We went in and we still hadn't eaten anything. So we went to the cinema with Catalea and I felt this whoosh
No, but
feeling.
the whoosh. Can we explain where
No.
the whoosh came from? Can we? What was the film that we went to go see?
No, wait, don't do that. Don't do that.
No, because it is a little bit funny.
No, but this was before we went in to go see the film.
All right, before we went into the film, you was feeling a little bit.
No, it wasn't that. Stop doing that. You're playing it down and it's really invalidating.
No, I'm not. It's this is an extra part of the story, because that's where it all went downhill.
Okay, so I felt this whoosh, yeah, and it felt like I was gonna faint, and I was holding the Doritos, and I told Milan, grab the Doritos because I feel like I'm gonna faint. Obviously, I didn't want to do too much because I was also in front of Catalea.
Yeah.
But I was so scared because it literally felt like somebody had taken a rug from underneath me.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
I remember you was before the film.
So my heart was pumping, my hands were sweating. We sit down, we went to watch Puss in Boots, right? And then all of a sudden, the movie was about. Wait, what was it?
It was like Puss in Boots, because I think it was like number 2, and Puss in Boots he was being
Chased by Death.
Yeah, he was being chased by death, and that triggered you.
Because
You
I was like, is that
watching
a
the
sign?
movie, yeah, and you was like, and I remember you just had this complete meltdown after you realized he was being chased with death because you thought it was to do with you. And it is funny because it's literally a kid's film. Do you know what I mean? But where you was already feeling
Anxious.
Yeah, you was already feeling anxious from before. Your body was already feeling a bit funny. For you to then see that Puss in Boots was being chased by death, you thought you was Puss in Boots.
I had like 5 mini panic attacks whilst watching the movie as well. I was crying. It was such a mess. And then afterwards, I was so scared to get up to walk because I thought that I was just going to faint. And that was a bad night. But anyways, guys, we was meant to get into this from time ago. But I done some cards called Plus You and Me. This was ages. This is just a sample pack that I done a very long time ago. But I thought it would be cute for us to play it together. If there's anything in there that you don't want to answer.
Yeah, I'm just going to put it down.
No, make sure you answer it. I will literally make you answer it. What the fuck?
Let me go first.
You want to go first? Okay, let me shuffle it, man. Seriously.
Shuffling it doesn't even mean anything.
Okay, go.
What has been your best birthday?
What's been my best birthday? My best birthday was my 31st when Milan surprised me with all of my friends at the Cotswolds, which is like my favorite place ever. I literally walked in and I saw my friends there and I saw what you had done for me and I burst into tears because I couldn't believe that you had done that. I don't know how you kept that quiet, but also that means you could have cheated.
Yeah, I had a group chat with all of your friends for I was planning it for 6 months.
That's crazy.
I'm so sure it must have been 6 months because I wanted to make sure everybody was all good. But yeah, I had a secret group chat.
And that's how you know I don't go through your phone. Were there any moments that you were like, shit?
No, because I think I put it in archive.
Oh, swear down. That's where it's at.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then. I'm leaving the podcast now. I've got things to do. I've got archives to check, all right? I've got a feeling that my 34th is going to be really great as well. I feel like that one might be my best one yet because I kind of feel like I might be in Dubai. Maybe. Describe your perfect holiday.
My perfect holiday? I think just anywhere that has a beach, but like clear water beach. A clear water beach, probably going to the spa, beach clubs. Not really going out at night. I don't know.
I know, innit?
It's just not a
Do you
bit of
think
me.
we're old?
No, but I wouldn't mind going to like late night dinners, like maybe a
Yeah.
late dinner and a drink.
Where the restaurant turns into a little bit of a club, but we can still
and a
sit
bit of a
down.
vibe. Yeah, as long as it's got clear water, nice hotel.
And that's it.
That's my perfect.
That's it.
Yeah. With you?
Woo! Took a little bit long, babe, because I was like, perfect holiday. Don't
Yeah.
sound too perfect. if
No,
I'm not
yeah,
there.
obviously with you. What is one thing about love that scares you?
One thing about love that scares me now is losing it. That's the only thing that I'm afraid of in
That's
this
the only thing that
relationship.
scares you.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Just losing you. How do you want to be remembered? Oh God, this is all very morbid.
I would like to be remembered.
Yeah.
Caring, happy, chilled, change the vibe of a room when I walk in. That's how I want to be remembered.
All right then. Perfect.
Yeah. Do you have any regrets?
Do I have any regrets? I feel like the most cliche thing is to say no. I don't have any regrets.
Yeah.
But no regrets. Maybe I wish I would have dealt with certain things differently. But I mean, hindsight is a beautiful thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
But fundamentally, no regrets. But maybe the way certain things happened, I could have gone back and changed a few things or dealt with certain situations a little bit different. But not regret, because I'm like, no, it made me who I am. I'm in a much better place now, and it's just a part of me. But yeah, man, I think there's always a little bit of regret somewhere in somebody. Always. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyways, do you remember our first date?
Yeah. We've spoken about our first date on here
Yeah,
before.
we have actually, to be fair. Go on, next.
Okay. Describe yourself in 3 words.
Oh, empathetic.
Yeah.
For sure. To my own detriment sometimes. Funny.
Yeah.
I would say that I'm quite funny.
Okay.
And loving. I'm very, very loving.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I think those 3 words definitely describe me. There must be other words like loud, crazy.
Yeah, very.
But those are the 3 words that came to my head. What are your thoughts on therapy? Ooh.
Why did you plant that one in there?
No.
I feel like therapy might not be for everybody.
Okay, why?
Well, okay. From my experience, I've done a few sessions of therapy before.
Yeah.
I'm not somebody that's like, if I want to talk, I'll talk to somebody I know, first of all. Talking to a stranger for me it makes me very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like telling a stranger my business. I find it so bizarre.
Oh my God. Anyone will meet me in the club toilets after a drink.
Everything. Yeah. But no, for me, I find it quite uncomfortable. And at the same time, but don't get me wrong though, I'm not saying that for everybody it's going to be uncomfortable. And I know sometimes you have to go through uncomfortable things to get to certain places. But also at that time I done therapy, it did it help me with my situation? No. But I've moved on from it. There's nothing that I currently feel like I want to go to therapy to speak about. You'll beg to differ. You'll beg to differ, but like I feel like I'm very easy at just being able to say, this has happened. Go on, what are you thinking?
No. I'm just thinking about the therapy sessions that we've had together.
Yeah, and then that therapy, so that was my individual therapy experience. The therapy sessions that we then had together, I just feel like they kind of paint it as I understand why you done that.
They validate both.
Yeah, and I don't like that because don't validate us both. Somebody's in the wrong here.
Milan got angry at the therapist.
Because she was validating all your feelings all your things that you were saying which for me was just like, this defeats the whole purpose of this conversation. You're going to sit there and she's going to think she's still in the right. And be honest, the situation we was discussing, was you in the right or wrong looking back now in hindsight?
No, I wasn't. It wasn't about right or wrong. It was just about how the situation
Right,
went.
not right or wrong.
Okay.
But do you feel like the way you was handling it at that time was the best way?
No, but I understood, and I understand why.
Yeah, but I understood why he was doing it. But I was saying, but moving forward, it needs to be this, this, and this. And she was just on a bit of a trying to convince me to let you deal with it how you want to deal with it. No.
For anybody wondering what it is that we're talking about,
Hey. No, too much pineapples. And then yeah, so my 2 experiences of a therapist were just not the greatest.
don't worry. This next experience is going to be lovely. Okay, I promise you.
It has to be a very good therapist. I'm not gonna lie. It has to be somebody that is. I feel like we would need a therapist that is gonna say,
You're wrong.
Yeah, Milena, I think you're in the wrong here.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's things that we do that are right or wrong.
I feel
whether
like
we like it or not.
I think you just have to shop around when it comes to therapists, because
we need a harsh therapist.
we need somebody that will take us
Hold us accountable.
100%,
100%.
and challenge us as well.
Yeah, I don't want somebody that's just gonna sit there, listen to the chisme, the gossip, and listen to the gossip, and then just be like, "Oh yeah, I understand." Okay.
Yeah, I hear you.
I can't do that. Okay. Have you ever changed yourself in order to be loved?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, you have.
Yeah, in every single relationship. But this one, in my last one, oh my God, even my sister would say to me, like, Lena, why are you acting like that? This is so weird. But it was because he had an idea of who he wanted me to be, and I wanted to be that so he would love me, which is insane. So crazy. But yeah, in other relationships as well, not this one. That's why I can say, like, I am full-heartedly myself and you love me for me, because I show you every part of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do.
What is your greatest success to this day?
My greatest success?
Yeah. What's something that you've achieved that you're so proud of?
I think everything.
Yeah.
Like just where I'm at now in life.
Mm.
Yeah, with everything. Because I don't want to get too deep, but I guess like looking back at my childhood and like maybe I'd say like things we had growing up. Well, we didn't have much.
Yeah.
So now looking at life now, I kind of feel like this is everything that you kind of like dreamed of. But because you're living in it, you don't really realize that, oh my gosh, until like you're present and you're like, oh, this is what I have. Like I always imagined having like a big garden.
Yeah.
I always imagined like a driveway, a car on a drive with like the house that we're currently in. So it's like,
did you ever imagine eating pussy? Was that in your...
Do you know what? Saying that, yeah.
Is it?
No, saying that, there was a time when obviously when I came out of the relationship with my ex.
Yeah.
I was saying to myself, could I see myself like in a home with a woman?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I don't know. Like it was such a weird space.
Yeah.
Because it was something that was so new. I was a bit like trying to imagine it. And I did imagine it.
Yeah.
Like I was like, okay, cool. Maybe it wouldn't be as different as I think it would be. But yeah, I'm just really proud of where I am now. And I think just, yeah, I'd say mentally as well.
Yeah.
Like that, it makes me very happy to know where I'm at mentally. Not that I've ever been like super... I haven't ever been like a...
But you've had tough years, especially before we met.
Yeah. And it's nice to know where you're at now. And yeah, I think it's important to just be present and recognize these things.
Yeah, I'm proud of you, babe.
Thank you. Your turn.
My turn.
How do you like to receive affection in every possible way that she can think of at every minute of the day?
Babe.
No, go on, you answer. How do you like to receive affection?
I just really love to be cuddled and kissed and have my booty played with. And like, I just love being loved. I love it. I love it when you love on me.
Yeah.
when you kiss my forehead. Just everything, physical touch. I love when you text me. I love when you do thoughtful things for me. I love it when you surprise me. I love it when you're just like, oh, no, you don't do that no more.
What? Do what no more?
Like surprise dates.
Yeah.
You don't do that no
well,
more.
that is because how am I supposed to surprise you? If you see a date in the calendar that's free, you're like, let me book it out. So it's a bit difficult.
Okay, well, this is your challenge now to book a surprise date for us, okay?
Okay.
Because that's what we need to do.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
But
What?
if it might be, I'm not saying this is what I'm going to book, but if it is the biggest zip line that is in Kent.
No, babe, I don't want to do that. Oh, babe, I am not the adrenaline junkie girlfriend that you wanted, okay?
All right, but I don't want to do bowling or cinema.
I don't want to go
or-
bowling either.
And I'm tired of going out to eat. No, I'm lying. I'm not tired of going out to eat. But I do want to do something different.
Okay, we could do something fun, but I am not an adrenaline junkie like that.
Okay.
Guys, if anybody is an adrenaline junkie and they are free all the time, please DM us so you can go out with Milan, because I don't want to do roller coasters. I don't want to go on the world's largest swing thing. I will do zip lining. I do love a little zip line.
Yeah.
But the zip lines sometimes that she be telling me about, I don't want to do that. I don't want to bungee jump. I don't want to jump out of a plane.
All right, but can we just have some suggestions of date night ideas that aren't just the
Yeah.
typical date nights? It's so boring.
Please let us know the best date night ideas that will be great for both of us. She's an adrenaline junkie. And you know what? I am a little bit of a speed freak. Like, I do like a little, speedboat down the Thames kind of vibe.
That doesn't tickle my fancy.
Why?
Speedboat down the Thames. It doesn't tickle my fancy, I'll be real.
Please give us some date night ideas because we definitely need something. I'm
Yeah.
dying over here, guys. I'm in need of a date.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think that you're a good friend?
Yeah.
Elaborate.
I think that I'm a good friend.
Why?
I'm there for people when they need. Yeah, I don't speak to my friends every day, but if they was to call me and say, I need you to come here right now,
Yeah.
I'd go. If they needed something, I'd be there. But I just think me and all of my friends are just very low maintenance.
Yeah, you know.
But if there has been times where, friends like, I need to see you, then we
Yeah.
go.
Oh yeah,
Or-
100%.
Yeah, or if like friends going through something, I'm like, no, come on, we're gonna go out to eat
Mm-hmm.
or something like that. But I support my friends where they need support. But also, yeah, we are all very low maintenance, and more time
Yeah.
we don't reach out like that unless we're in desperate need.
Yeah.
We're very deal with it ourselves kind of people.
Yeah. It's that hackney vibe that you lot have.
Maybe.
Do you think you're good at communicating?
Yes.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
When I've had my time out, when the person that I need to communicate with gives me a second and doesn't pressure me to communicate.
No, I give you a second, yeah, but I just want to know how long.
Yeah.
That's it. If you're going to have 10 minutes of space, tell me, babe, I need 10 minutes of space. Because in that way, in my mind, I'm like, okay, it's 10 minutes. We're going to sort it out in 10 minutes.
And I do that now.
Yeah, you've actually been really good. Yeah, you've been really, really good.
So I am good at communicating.
Yeah, we are a strong 9 out of 10 when it comes to communicating.
Okay.
And I feel like to get us to 10, we need that therapy session because sometimes we can just get lost in it.
Okay.
You say I over communicate and I say you under communicate. Is what it is.
Yeah. What is the one cultural tradition that you would want to pass on to your kids?
My quinceañeras.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. 15 is a very special birthday for us, and I would love for Catalea to pass that on to her kids. Because it's very, very special to me. And she'll definitely be having a quinceañera, and our kids, if we have little girls, will be having quinceañeras.
Oh, I hope you have a girl as well. Well, I just hope for anything. No, I'd actually be happy with either a boy or girl. I actually don't care anymore.
I'm
I
praying
used
to God we have twins.
I used to always say I want a baby boy, and now I'm like, no. And then I went through a phase I was like, I want a baby girl, and now I'm
Yeah.
like, I'll just have any.
Yeah.
I'll be down for either.
Yeah. I'll be so excited.
But I would like to have both.
Yeah.
So if we have whichever one we have first, we're gonna have to go again, unless it is twins. If we had twins, a one boy, one girl, that would just be the ideal scenario.
Talking about babies, let us know if you want us to get our sperm donor on the podcast. We haven't asked him yet, but I'm pretty sure he'd be up for it.
I think he would.
So let us know if that would be an episode that you guys would want to hear, I guess, that journey.
I think it would be and just I guess explaining who he is even.
Yeah.
We haven't spoke about it on here. But yeah, we do have somebody.
Yeah, we do.
We do have somebody.
It's been a crazy journey even with that though, because there was just so many things that we weren't aware of, and just finding a community of like other same-sex couples having babies and stuff, and it's been a very enlightening journey, and just connecting with other people.
We've known it's going to be him for a long time now.
Yeah.
So it's like, doesn't mean that it's happening tomorrow. Yeah. Don't want to say too.
Milan's like, evil eye, bitch, evil eye. And I'm over here like, fuck evil eye, because my God's bigger than all the evil eyes.
No, I just don't want to say too much. But yeah, we do have somebody, and that's been decided and discussed from over a year. Yeah, over a year now. That's been confirmed.
And he's amazing. So yeah, shout out to him. Is there anything holding you back right now from life? Or anything that you, I mean.
What? Holding me back from life? I don't think so.
Nah.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything that I feel holding me back. I feel like, I don't know if I'm just a half full kind of gal. I don't really ever have much to complain about.
Like, you're very content.
Yeah, I don't feel like I have like anything to complain about. I feel like life is very good. Obviously there's still things that I'd want more of stuff, but that doesn't mean to say I'm unhappy that I don't have it. I think in life you're always going to want more anyway, so even if I get to that next step of having whatever else that I currently want, you're still going to want more. But I'm happy with what I have at the same time.
100%. Let's do a couple of more and then
we
out ski, because guys, I'm not gonna lie, I am so hungry.
I'm starving. I need to put it
and
on.
I need food.
Yeah. Oh, do you believe in a higher power?
Of course. What the hell?
Yeah.
Definitely believe in God. Definitely believe in the universe. It's something that we will pass on to our kids. Kata is a very big believer. You know, we pray every single night.
Yeah.
Religion, though, that's a different story. I do find religion can be very dividing at times.
Yeah.
And cultures and traditions as well can be very interesting. So yeah, I don't know if I would teach her much about religion. And this is the thing, people can be like, okay, well then how can you teach her about God but not teach her about religion? And for me, it's like the fundamental things when it comes to like believing in God and being a good person and just like all of those morals and values that I would make sure that we instill into Kata and into our kids. So I don't believe you need religion to even think about those things. And we have our own relationship with our God, and we have our own way that we, you know, think about things, and it just is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think I'd say there's bits of different religions that I think
I think I'm interreligious.
Yeah, like there's different things. Like obviously there might be some things.
Even like with, sorry, I don't ever let you talk. No, go on. Sorry.
No, I was just saying, I think there's different things that I'll take from different religions that I really do agree with.
Yeah, like what was you saying about in Islam with the vows?
Oh, so like when, let's just say here, people say like till death do us part.
Yeah.
But I think
Muslims are not parting. They're not parting.
Yeah, The thing is, don't quote me on this because I literally only just saw like an Instagram post on it.
Wasn't it like in this life and the afterlife?
Yeah. In this, well, I can't remember exactly what it was. Yeah, but yeah, it was like in this life and another, not just like till death do us part. But that's something that I would want to say, in this life and another.
Yeah.
Because till death do us part is a bit. But then at the same time, it could be till death do us part, because if I was to die, I'm sure you'd move on.
No, babe, don't say that.
No,
God
but eventually, if something, God
forbid.
forbid, if something was to happen to me
No.
whilst I was young,
I'm gonna be like Lauren London.
yeah,
I wouldn't
right.
ever move on. I would stay just for you.
Yeah, sure.
No, I would. Last one. Come
Last
on.
one.
Yeah.
Okay, this would be a nice one to end on. What advice would you give to your younger self?
The advice that I would give to my younger self would be, all the love that you give to everybody else, put it in you. Pour into yourself as much as you love pouring into other people, specifically men.
Yeah.
And you know, you always hear, oh yeah, love yourself and self-love, and
Yeah.
but it really, when you have high self-esteem and you truly love yourself, that comes with boundaries, that comes with respecting yourself, that comes with knowing what's for you, knowing what you want, knowing how you should be treated. And I feel like I would have not got myself into the situations that I was in, and maybe reevaluate why in my mind I wouldn't see myself with a woman in the future. Do you know what I mean? Because I felt like for so long, because I had that internalized homophobia where I was like, oh no, a household should be a man and a woman. Yeah, I can fuck girls, but it doesn't mean anything. I wish I could go back and say, okay, but why do you think that?
Yeah.
Like, is that society or is that how you feel?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because that was really society and family pressures.
Yeah.
Because wow, being with you is different, man.
Wow.
Different. Oh, I
Yeah.
can't believe how much my ex-man hated me, man. Fuck. Anyways, on that note, guys, thank you so much for listening. If you've got to this point, we really, really appreciate it. If you are watching, then you are watching us in our kitchen. You can't really see it, but yeah. I've got an old school reggaeton event coming up on the 17th of May. You don't have to be Latin to come. If you enjoy reggaeton, come along. It is such a vibe. The tickets are in my bio, so go ahead and check that out. If you want to DM me, my DMs are open. I read all of my requests. What else? That is it, guys.
it.
I have been your mamacita, Milena Sanchez.
Thank you, babe.
No, Milan, get it together. You have to say something. And I've been Milan.
No, just say bye for me. Thank you, guys.
And this is why people say that she doesn't talk, because she lets me do all the fucking talking. And this has been my beautiful fiance, Milan.
Thank you, babe.
Until next week, guys, she will be back every week. Love you guys.
Thank you.
Hasta luego.